What is up, guys? Merry Christmas. Welcome back to the channel. Got another video here. It's Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. So while some of you are chilling, hanging out, I'm here making some content. But for real, let's get into it. Here's how to get rich in 2025. And this video is going to be kind of like a little bit of a reflection on 2024, and then also how we can take that information, how we can take that and just kill it in 2025. So this was a crazy year for me. I started my brand in 2023. I started freelancing in the fall of 2022. And it's just been like, skill stack, learn the next thing, do more of what works, double down, get the next skill. And that's really been this like lever that's helped me to grow and to, like, it's surreal to put serious money in the bank, to grow a legitimate business, and to like literally change the trajectory of my life. And so I want to share just some of that with you so that you can, whatever part of that journey you're on, you can know what to do next, and you can really double down on that to move the needle and to get where you want to go. So as I look back, like I've said this before, I'll say it again, understanding copywriting and understanding markets and understanding like what people buy is just really the most important thing. I did a video a while back that's like the 2 things you need to understand. And it's basically like with copywriting and marketing, and it's basically being a student of markets. So you can go watch that video if you want. It's being a student of markets. And then what's the second one? Oh, and then it's entering the conversation the person's having in their head. Because you need to be aware of like what people kind of want to buy. And then when you can, and that's being a student of markets. And then when you can understand how to enter the conversation in their head, that's how you can write ads and copy that will get them to buy. Okay, so it's those 2 things are like the bigger rules, and then it comes down to how you do that. So that might start out by just being a really helpful freelancer who doesn't have like some crazy offer or something like that, but you're just really helpful and you can provide value to a business owner who's really busy. So maybe that's like me, and you do landing pages, and you really like, you create a landing page for me that like I really like, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, I want to pay this guy to do that. Okay. And then you become helpful because you understand, like in my head, it's like all these agencies do it, but then they don't give me what I want. And then it's just a hassle to be giving feedback to agencies all the time. So it's like you study what we have going on, and then you provide that value. You could do that with email. There's different ways to do that, and you get in touch, and you're not needy, and you're fun, and you have a good attitude, enthusiasm, and you help me make more money. Like that could be an example as a freelancer. Take the next step is like, you're starting to figure out that your brand, you have an e-com brand, and you're starting to grow it, and you're just starting to see some traction on a channel, like with Facebook ads or with Instagram ads or YouTube, whatever it is, and you start to see that's working, and you start to see an angle that is resonating. In that context, it's like, okay, iterate on what's working, do more of that. So like the first stage is just to get something working. So it's like testing different ads, testing different angles, maybe even testing different channels. It's that signal to noise thing where you want to get some feedback. As soon as you get feedback, do more of that. As soon as you get feedback. So in my experience, it was really only December of 2024, I think, for instance, when we started running video ads. When I was only running statics till we hit like, I think like 150K a month. So there's another little nugget for you. I didn't even use video ads till we hit like 150K a month. Straight up statics, made in Canva. The style, like the last video I did, if you want to check out the last video on the channel, barely anybody watched it, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I just made statics. But the point being was like, oh yeah, so it was a year ago, but then we started making some videos and they started crushing. And then I just made iterations on those videos, and I'm still trying to do that, and I'm still not doing enough of that. But you know, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in some of these video ads, and at least a 2-row ad. So they've made, well, it's probably well over $1 million at this point, if not more. So yeah, the signal was like, okay, this is working. This is what's resonating with people. This is like what the market wants. Okay, more of that. And honestly, as we go into 2025 now, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, but now like I have even more data. I have even more knowledge, and I want to not only continue to do that with ads, like that will continue to drive the business forward. We will continue to not only double down on that, but we'll also try to find new angles, like new ways to like layer in. So it's like, hey, we got these ads that are killing, we got these ads that are killing, kind of layer into that, to really continue to grow. But now I want to do that in content as well. Like I can be, I know how this game works now, so I can be more intentional and say, okay, instead of just showing up, totally blank to maybe it's a YouTube video like this, or maybe it's like Instagram posts, whatever it is. What are they resonating with? How can I take the value that I have and package it in a way that will appeal to people so that it reaches more people, that kind of thing. And so I would say I'm still early in that stage with the content where I'm figuring out that sort of signal to noise ratio. I figured it out with the ad stuff, so I know what to focus on there. But it's like this continual like reiteration. So wherever you're at in your journey of trying to get rich, trying to make money, trying to grow your project, trying to grow your brand, you need to get that data, which early on is just trying things out till something works, and then you need to double down and just do more of that thing. And like I just listened to Hormozi so much that it might be one of the number one things that he kind of just keeps iterating. I mean, he talks a lot about focus, but it's like when something works, like you just do more of it, and you just do more of it, and you just do more of it, and you are gonna want to run and do something else, but no, like you just do more of it. It's really cool. Just seeing some of the brands on the Twitter timeline hitting their first 100K months and stuff, and that is amazing. But even that, okay, that's amazing. 100K a month is like that number doesn't really mean anything. It's a cool milestone, but it's just like even that people could think, oh, once I hit 100K a month, I need like another channel. It's like, no, you don't. You need just more meta ads. You need to do that till you get to 1 million a month. And it's like continue to do the thing that works. So if you're a brand that's watching this and you want to grow in 2025, it's probably pretty simple. Like if you can get your inventory dialed where you have inventory, your job is to make ads and to run ads and to spend money on ads, and then emails like the other piece of that, ads and email, right? There was like a meme at some point and it was like ads and email to get to 100K a month, and it's like, sure, great, but I'd say ads and email to get to 1 million a month for sure. And so it's like you don't want to have these like false levels of these false boundaries or limitations in your life when you're just getting on the right track. And this is such a crazy thing, is like just when you start to get on the right track and something starts to work, like usually you want to stop, you want to take a break, or you want to go do something else, you want to take your foot off the gas, you want to try a different channel. Just when you're getting some data, just when something's starting to work, it's like, no, why would you go in a different direction? Why would you not continue to do that thing that is working, or continue to do that thing that gives you energy, or continue to, I'm extrapolating this out now because especially over the holidays, I've kind of experienced this. It's like you can feel like you need to, take a break, like step back from what you've been, working on, and it's whatever, it's relaxed, and that's fine. But in the same way that we can step away from like a channel that's working just because we think we need to diversify, I'm noticing in my life that we can step away from the things that give us energy and that give us momentum and that give us clarity, almost because, like, I don't know if it's self-sabotage or it's just distraction or lack of focus, or there's all the shoulds. I feel like I should do this, I should do that, and so we stop doing the thing that works, and we get distracted, and we end up doing all this other stuff, only to come back and be like, damn it, I knew I was on the path. I knew it was working. I know what I need to do. It's so simple. I need to just do more of that. Or I enjoyed spending time with these people or connecting with these people, and I was liking that. That feels like the path I'm supposed to be on. Do more of that, as opposed to like, okay, take a break from that, go back to all the stuff I don't like. And this is a difficult one with, like, I'm just navigating with people as your life changes. And this is another thing that will change. Like if you get rich, and I'm not like rich yet, but I texted a friend, I was joking, I feel like I'm in like financial I'm in financial puberty. It's like I'm suddenly starting to have money and responsibility, and that's just weird. Like no one teaches you, other I guess like YouTubers teach me, but and podcasts, but it's just weird when you start to take on responsibility and money and all these things that change your life, and then your circle, it just feels weird. It's harder to relate to people, and that can be where you start to sabotage. So it might sound like I'm all over the place, but this is all related because uh, no matter what stage you're at, like you need to be able to stay on that path, and that's what gets you the results. And you probably already have enough feedback to know what works, but it's going to be that those distractions that you should go hang out with these people, or you should stop doing this, or someone else is saying something else, and you just get watered down and you get pulled away from the thing that is driving you towards your goal. So that's how to do it. It's like you need the feedback, you need to take the action, at whatever stage you're at. Like if you're just getting your brand going, yeah, it's going to be testing some ads and seeing what works. If you're trying to freelance, it's like you need to send outreach or find ways to connect with business owners in a way that resonates and that you can build a relationship and do work for them and become a client, and get to your first 10K a month that way. And then with ecom, it's finding ads that work so you can hit your first $1,000 days, which kind of should be your goal. Like if you haven't really gotten going, it's like, hey, first it's just making sales, and then it's like hit $1,000 day. It's like hit consistent $1,000 days, and then after that you can break it down, but it's like it should be 3 or 5K days. That's just like the goal, and if you do more of what you're doing, you can get there. You definitely can get there, and then after 5, it's okay. Now it's 3K days is like basically 100K a month or whatever. So then it's 5K days, and then it's 10K days, and this is how it goes. And you keep doing the things that keep moving you forward. And unless you're past $1 million a month, which probably most of you watching this are not, this playbook is pretty much the same, and it's pretty simple, and it's very easy to get distracted from that path. So I'm telling that to myself as well, but we kind of know what works. You kind of know what works. I would say that there will continue to be new like opportunities and distractions in 2025, crypto and this and that. But if you continue to improve and you continue to do the things that'll work, then you will get the results that you want. So I think that's it for the video. My takeaway is to I want to do this with content. I'm excited about learning how to do this with content and growing my personal brand more. You can follow me on Twitter if you don't already, down below. And you can check out the video on ads, whatever. Merry Christmas. Let's kill it in 2025. Appreciate you. And that's the vid. Talk to you soon. Peace.